So, you want to improve your vision and your awareness on the pitch, which, I'll be honest, is a little bit easier if you're out with a couple of friends or some teammates. But the good thing is that you can actually do a lot of the basics, the groundwork on your own. And you can definitely make some of the things you need in order to get better vision and awareness a little bit more automatic. And that is what we're gonna work on today. But the first thing we need to talk about is, what is vision and awareness? Well, as I see it, there are kind of two levels to it: seeing and reading. Now, the whole reading part of it, where it gets really advanced and you're like throwing passes that no one else expects, the hardcore vision and awareness stuff, is something that does require a lot of time and skill and experience in your game understanding to really master. But on the flip side, the good thing is that the first level, seeing and reacting to what you see, is something you can easily train on your own. The most important thing to this is very simple. It's basically lifting your head when you play. Just have to look up and around. And I know that sounds a little bit daft because, I mean, looking up, everyone looks up in a match, right? That's easy. But the thing is that a lot of players don't really look up and around. They don't scan the pitch for potential gaps or threats around them, meaning that they just get tunnel vision and they just focus on themselves and the ball. And that's not good vision or awareness, quite the contrary. So how do you train it? Well, what you need to do here is to basically look up over and over and over again. You need to do it so many times that it just gets wired into your brain to do it automatically whenever you don't have the ball. And one way of doing it, of course, is to just force yourself, remind yourself to do it every time you train. You're in a rondo, you're in a passing drill, whatever you play in training, look up and look around and identify, what will I do with the ball if I get it right now? Then you might not get the ball, then you look up again. If it comes right now, what do I do? What you can also do is find something to bounce the ball back against and start making some passes. What you see right here is that I keep my head down. That's not great vision and awareness. What I can do instead is to start simply looking over my shoulder every time the ball is traveling. And that's all you need to do. Just every time you don't have the ball is coming to you, look around you, look over each shoulder so you know what is going on around you and what to do with the ball if you get it like there. And you can do the same for dribbling, where you basically dribble in between some cones and you focus on two things. The first thing is that when you're just dribbling, you don't look straight down on the ball because that gives you the tunnel vision. You can't really see what's going on around you here, can you? But instead, if you look halfway down on the ball, a little bit over it, you can see the ball down in the periphery of your vision, and you can also see what's going on around you. That's what you do when you need to make a little bit more precise dribbling. So as you dribble in here, that's when you can start to look up, okay? Then you come to the cone, you can look down on the ball, round the obstacle, and then you keep going. Look up here, look up, down, turn, look up, there, turn. Cool, look up. Okay, what's going on around me? Turn. Okay, look up. You get the point. When you're in transition between the cones, you don't have to clear an obstacle or an opponent. Look up, what's around you. When you then have to turn or do something detailed with the ball, look halfway down on it and then look up again. And now that you've done these drills where you force yourself to look up randomly, you can take it to the next level where you actually have to look up and your eyes need to search and scan your surroundings and actually identify, okay, what is around me, fixate on a target. And what you could do here is take some differently colored objects, cones, and just like throw them randomly around you. So when you do the drill, I'm doing a passing and then later a dribbling drill, you have to look up and then either search for a certain color or a certain list of colors in a row or whatever works for you. You just have something in your brain that you need to actively look for and fixate on, just like you're looking for your teammates on the pitch. And I know this is going to be a little bit more difficult because now you not only have to make a pass or make a dribble, keep the ball under control, but you also need to not only look up, that's difficult if you're not used to it, but also identify and look for something specific while you do all the other stuff. And trust me, in the beginning, it's just gonna be a mush of information in your brain. But once you slowly start to learn, eventually it's gonna click and you're gonna start doing it subconsciously, automatically. And that's when you're gonna start improving your vision. And now finally, it's time to make things a little bit more match-like, where you up the speed and you up the difficulty. And I realized that you can't really replicate the speed and the pressure of playing against real human players, but at least you can try giving yourself different options where you have to make a lot of decision on the go while you keep the ball under control. So again, I've made 2 drills here, one for passing where you have a lot of different targets you can hit at different distances, and a dribbling course where you have 2 sets of differently colored cones. If we start by the dribbling course here, I come up, I dribble past the first cone, and here I have my first choice to make. Do I go for the orange cones or the blue cones? If I go for the orange ones, okay, around the first one, now I have to look up, identify where are the others and where do I want to go. So I could go for the first one, but in the middle, I'm going to change my mind, so I'm going to go over here. Already now, I need to start scanning and seeing where is the next cone? Where's my next option? So I don't just focus here. Boop. What do I do now, right? So even before I reach my next obstacle, I need to look at what my options are. Where's the next orange cone I can go to? All the way down here, maybe here, boom, boom, boom. So after I've rounded 2, 3, 4 orange cones, I come back. Now I can choose the blue cones. I can go here, on the way I change my mind, etc., etc. So it's constantly about giving yourself options and evaluating on the go, where can I go next? Is it a good idea to go there? And do I have other options? And then executing. And you can do the same thing with the passing drill here, where I've set up 3 targets, little goals that I need to hit, again, to give myself options. So I basically go in, I get a pass, I look over my shoulder, and initially I've identified that target. I can maybe make the pass. Maybe if the pass came a little bit further back, there's something in the way, so I need to take a touch to open up that angle. But now I'm spotting another open target over there. I can try and hit that. Maybe that thing is in the way, so I need to take a touch. But I also see that target over there. Do I want to hit that, or do I just want to make a little pass over there? What I'm saying is, try and give yourself different options. Look up, scan, identify, is what I'm seeing a good idea to pass the ball at? Are there other options, safer options, more chance-creating options? Just look up, find options, evaluate, and then execute. And again, you're gonna fail a lot of times, lots of brain mush, but it's about practicing, constantly being on the move, looking and deciding. And then just repeating, really. So, you might be sat out there scratching your head thinking, so Jay, will this turn me into Bernardo Silva Mark II? And no, no it won't. But what it will do is to teach your brain that when you play, you automatically need to lift your head up. You need to start looking for targets out there and also working on solutions on how to actually get the ball to the right target. Which also means that when you're actually in a match, all you have to do is to now rely on that automatic thing your brain does and then just basically react to all the moving pieces around you and finally, of course, make the right choice. And that last part really comes with experience. So no, it won't directly improve your vision and awareness in a match, but it will give you the basics that you can then use when you play to get better. But are there other tips that people can start training on? Well, let me know in the comment section right down below. Remember that if you need new boots or balls or training gear, you can find that in the link to Unisport right out there. Of course, also don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. And if you want to learn how to improve even more as a footballer, there's a very good playlist right down there. With those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.